This portion of Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University, educating the leaders of our community for over 20 years.
Welcome to Lee Pitts Live on this Sunday morning. As you can see in front of me, some dapper little boys along with their Director of Education for the 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida. They're here for a brain history contest. We'll learn all about that as well. Let's meet the director first. Tell us what is going on here today at the Enterprise Center here in Dunbar.
Thank you, Mr. Pitts. My name is Terry Waller, and I'm the Education Director of the 100 Black Men here with our proud Bridge Builders mentees. Today is an exciting day for us because we're going to be participating in an exercise that helps us teach us about Black history. The Black History Brain Bowl being sponsored by the Youth Council of the NAACP.
Why do you think that is very important that our children continue to learn Black history?
Well, it's critical that we know from where we come. And just more than just one or two generations, but long generations before. And it gives them a sense of pride, a sense of knowing where it is that we've come from and how long the struggle has been for us and what we have to do to maintain ourselves in the years to come. So it's very important for us.
What has it done for you personally to be a part of the 100 Black Men and particularly working with the young men in the Bridge Builders program?
Well, what it's done for me is reinforce the fact that someone did it for me. Someone brought me out and taught me things and mentored me as far as how to be an upstanding young man. So this program allows us to be able to share what we've done, our accomplishments, so that they can stand on our backs and we can lift them higher towards their goals for success.
Okay. What is your name, young man, and what do you plan to be when you grow up?
My name is Emil Churchwell, and I plan to be a lawyer when I grow up.
Why do you want to be a lawyer?
Because my family, they are my whole family is in jail, and I wanted to fight those cases.
That is very touching. The Bridge Builders program that you're participating in through 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida, what are you learning in the program?
How to become a man in the right way.
For example?
For example, not to do drugs, kill anybody, not be with the wrong people.
What school do you go to and who you want to give a shout out to?
I go to Fort Myers Middle, and I want to give a shout out to my mom and brothers.
Waving to the camera. Okay. Tell us what school you go to and what would you like to be when you grow up?
I go to Fort Myers Middle, and I would like to be a person who owns my own business one day all over the United States.
What do you feel that you learned most so far about being in the Bridge Builders program? And what are some of your friends saying who know that you're in the Bridge Builders program?
I feel like I've learned honesty, trust, able to explain things to these guys right here and just trust them with all my hope and might. And I've learned, well, my friends are saying that it's a good opportunity, good mentoring group, and it should be a good thing for me to do.
What do they say when they see you dressed so sharp, man? Looking like a professional already. You're going to be a businessman, I can tell you that right now. You dress like me, man.
Well, you know, someone will be hating, but I push them out the way. I just worry about the good compliments and how they say I'm nice, look responsible, and business.
What do you think about the men who are coming out tutoring you and helping you and encouraging you and volunteering? What do you think about those men?
Well, it's a good thing to do because, you know, they got things they could do, but they take their time and they share it with us. And for me, that's touching.
That's outstanding. Who you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, my mom, my grandma, my uncle, my brothers, and all of them.
Hey, what about your classmates at home right now watching you on TV saying you didn't shout them out? I'm going to give you a chance right now to shout out a few classmates and your teacher. Go ahead.
AJ Jones, give a shout out to Ernest Robinson.
There you go.
And, you know, those.
All right. they hollering, man. All right. How old are you and what school do you go to? You seem like you may be the one that's in middle school, right?
I'm 13 years old, and I go to Fort Myers Middle.
What's your name?
And it's Carrie Delscar.
What do you like most about being in the Mentors program, this program, Bridge Builders, and How do you feel about your chances of winning here in the Black History Trivia Contest?
Well, being in this club has shown me different things in life that I might need in the future, and I positive that we might win in this competition.
What do you say to those kids who are interested in joining the program, but then the program that you're in with 100 Black Men, and they're not sure whether they want to get in it? Go ahead and encourage them that this is how this could benefit them.
This could benefit you by two things. You can do other things that other kids in different schools haven't done, and you could go to different places like Orlando, Miami, places like that.
Okay, great. Let's go back over here. Now, you said you were an educator. Tell us where you are an educator and the scope and size of what we're looking at here. We got 3 boys out here right now. Tell us where the Bridge Builders program is taking place and sort of the scope and size of what's going on with 100 Black Men in Southwest Florida, which I'm a proud member of. Dude's paid member, and that's good.
The Bridge Builders program is held every Monday at 4 p.m. on the campus of Fort Myers, on the campus of FMMA. And we have different workshops, different educational things to do. Some days are more history driven, some days are driven on character, some days are driven towards reading and writing and those skills that these young men will need to progress themselves. You know, reading and writing and mathematics, it's so critical for our kids to be able to get these subjects down right and be able to use them in whatever field they're going. Lawyers or entrepreneurs or those who are just willing to just try to learn. And our focus here is to move those young men in the right direction.
Now, let's go to 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida. Well, first of all, how many of I saw some more of these young men with these shirts on. How many of those do we have in the program? And tell us about the scope and size of 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida and some other things that may be taking place.
Okay, well, in the Bridge Builders program, we have 13 young men. 13 young men, and we're starting out with that number kind of small so we can give them their proper focus and the proper attention. 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida, we're new. This is our second year after getting our charter status. So we're moving and we're growing and we're organizing. But our main focus as a satellite branch of the national chapters is mentoring. That is our main focus, and that is where most of our efforts and energies are being driven into these 3 young men and our total 13 bridge builders.
What are you hearing from other educators, teachers, principals, or anybody that you may be dealing with in the Bridge Builders program with the 100 Black Men? How do they feel about what's happening with these young men?
Well, we get a lot of queries. How can I get my child involved? How can we get our children involved in this? So the positive reaction to us inspires a lot of the mentors to continue working with the children, to continue working with the brothers, and we stay focused on our mission, and our motto is we are too important to fail. Tell them, guys, we are too important to fail.
What's the criteria to be a part of the Bridge Builders program and also appeal to our public on coming out and being a part of what 100 Black Men are doing?
Okay, right. Okay, during our first years, we were invited to start our first mentoring program with Fort Myers Middle. So therefore, these first young men are exclusively from Fort Myers Middle. So that's where we're starting out now. But we eventually plan to expand. But we wanted to get it right for these 13 first before we go any further.
Okay. And to become a member of 100 Black Men, do you have the website right off the top of your head?
Yes, that's 100 Black Men of Southwest Florida, SWL. 100 Black Men of SWFL.com.
Right, and I know Vernon is Vernon. Is it Cook? What's Vernon's last name? Right, and you can also hit him up on Facebook. Okay, we're gonna go inside now and get some more footage from the contest. Gentlemen, say that little thing y'all just said again.
1, 2, 3, go. We are too important to fail.